From John C. Maxwell's timeless book, The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership, we begin with the very first law, the law of the lid. Leadership is the lid on human progress. When the lid is strong and clear, people flourish. And when the lid is weak or corrupt, nations suffocate. In governance, this means one thing: poor leadership equals poor results. It doesn't matter how rich the land, how talented the people, or how many resources exist. If leadership is broken, the system breaks. Floods may come as natural disasters, but it is leadership that decides whether they become manageable challenges or national tragedies. Nature brings the rain, but leadership turns it into either life or loss. Look across the world. In Gaza, endless debates replace action. While children pay the price, autocratic voices silence peace. And institutions like the UN sound like an old radio, still playing, but few are listening. Perhaps what humanity needs is UN 2.0, one that doesn't crash when humanity needs it most. In Nepal, winds of change rise after Sri Lanka's collapse, and in the Gulf, towers grow taller. But true leadership asks, is it only about concrete and glass? Is it only about concrete and glass, or also about raising the human spirit? Some nations treat leadership like Wi-Fi, best for those closer to the router, while the rest keep saying no signal. Others treat it like cricket, too much commentary, not enough scoring. And some like a traffic jam, everyone honks, nobody moves. Behind the humor is a painful truth. Youth across the world are struggling, not just from poverty or unemployment, but from invisible battles, anxiety, depression, and isolation. They are trapped in addictions, some physical like drugs and smoke, other digital like endless scrolling and comparison. Hypnotized by distractions, they forget their own path to lead. As Allama Iqbal said, nations are born in the hearts of their young and die in the hands of their old. And the Quran reminds us, indeed, Allah will not change the condition of a people until they change what is within themselves. This is not only wisdom, it is a call to action. Change begins not in parliament or places, but in the human heart. To truly understand the law of the lid in governance, we must grasp its four pillars. Number one, transparency means clarity like a glass window. Without it, leadership is a fog. Like a paper bird in a jar, it looks alive, but it can't fly. It can't fly, whatever you do. Number two, accountability. Every action needs an answer. Without it, power is poison. Like a driver sleep at the wheel while passenger waits helplessly. Trust. Number three, trust. The invisible currency of nations. Without it, even tall towers collapse. Like a tree with cut roots, it stands for a while but falls. Number four, responsibility. The sacred duty to carry others. Acting as trustees. Without it, futures are locked. Like children staring at a sealed toy box. Dreams they can't touch. Poor governance ignores these oracles. The result? Poor nations, poor futures. Hope in the AI era. But leads are not eternal. Youth, especially in developing nations, have now tools at their fingertips. Be transparent in learning, share knowledge freely. Be accountable in action, deliver even on small promises. Build trust in families, in societies, in communities, in mahallas, in localities. Take responsibility for yourself first, then for others. Manage yourself first and then others. And in this age of artificial intelligence, digital world, you can amplify your reach, learn global skills from your room, launch startups from your laptops, connect to the world without borders. AI will not replace you, it will amplify you if you lead yourself first. Storms will come, walls will rise, but leads can always be broken. Transparency clears the sky, accountability builds the bridge, trust anchors the heart, responsibility lights the path. The law of the lid reminds us poor governance, poor results, but strong leadership lifts the lid and opens the future. So the question for the young of the world is this: will you live beneath the lid? Will you live beneath the lid? You have already seen how leadership acts as a lid that sets the limit on human potential. But let's now go deeper into the wisdom that history, spirituality, and experience have left for us. A nation may survive disbelief, but it can never survive oppression. For injustice eats away at the roots of a people like termites in wood. Fear the cry of the oppressed, for it rises to the heavens like flames, unstoppable. And true leadership is mercy, never oppress, never expose the hidden faults of others. A leader is not just a figure of authority. He is strength wrapped in wisdom. His smile is the language of love, disarming more enemies than a sword. He knows that the highest path is sacrifice for truth, even it cost his life or her life. And until his last breath, he continues the struggle, fearless of death, fearless of loss. A leader's greatest enemy is not another man, it is his own unchecked desires. The wise one admits his mistakes, corrects them, and grows stronger. He never stops refining himself, for only the one who leads his own soul can lead others. He believes or she believes on it. True leaders see with more than just sight. True leaders see with more than just sight. There are three eyes. The physical eye, it sees the visible world. The intellectual eye, it sees with insight and foresight. The faithful eye, it sees beyond this world into the unseen. The leader will all three is the one who guided humanity to light. Leadership without wisdom is disaster. Action without wisdom is chaos. Silence without awareness is negligence. And vision without wisdom is humiliation. A wiser leader knows when to speak and when silence itself is the loudest message. For sometimes silence is the noblest form of rejection. If there is anything worth acquiring, it is discipline and time. If there is anything worthy of hatred, it is negligence and delay. Time is the soul of this world. Whoever seizes it leads it. Whoever wastes it loses it. Great leaders respect time and they teach their people to respect it too. A short speech may demand days of effort, for eloquence is not an accident, it is responsibility. Clarity is respect, communication is leadership in action. The leader prepares so that his words may become light for others. Light for others. Challenges do not come to destroy us, they come to awaken us. A true leader is a man of crisis, steady in the storm, resilient in the fire. He teaches his people misfortunes are not your enemies, they are your milestones. Make hardships your companions, and you will walk further than you ever dreamed. In society, there are two types of companions: the wise companion, who uplifts, advises, and strengthens you, and the burdensome companion, who adds weight without wisdom. A leader chooses the first and protects his people from the harm of the second. For one true, sincere friend is better than 1,000 empty followers. Leadership is a roof, it determines how high people can stand. Leadership is a spring, if blocked, life cannot flow. Leadership is a root, if cut, even the tallest tree dies. And so the message is clear: if you don't lift your own leadership, you can never lift others. Raise your lid first, then raise the world. A lion's cub will always grow into a lion. The storms will come, the walls will rise, but lids can always be broken. The true leader smiles in love, struggles in truth, prepares in silence, and stands firm in crisis. The question is not whether limits exist, the question is who will break them and who will lead beyond them. Thank you.